Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Glad to be back. I'm here to do another video on my '05 Cat Eye Chevy truck. These trucks, any of the LS motors from 99 and above, have a notorious problem. They don't know why, but for some reason it is. So let me show you what I'm talking about, and I'll show you what I bought, and hopefully it will take care of this problem. It's a cheap fix. Hopefully it'll work. So let me show you what I'm talking about. I don't know if you can tell, probably not from back here, but way back there in the back of that exhaust manifold, and you probably already guessed it, is there's a bolt broke off back there in the back of the head. So what we did is I ordered this bracket right here, and it's supposed to be exhaust manifold bracket that helps with the a broken stud. Now this one to go on either end of the head. I'll show you as best I can where on the back of the head where it would bolt up. I may not be able to show you on this one, but I do have another LS head, and I'll show you on that one that's already off the car. It does come with some bolts to install it with, and I'll tell you how this works. You know, you'll bolt it to the back of the head, and you'll take this and you'll run it, you know, back it all the way out, that way you can install it. Then you'll screw that on the manifold back there, which will push it up against the head as if it was a manifold bolt itself. And that will stop the exhaust leak from coming out. So we'll see how well it works. Hopefully it works like it's supposed to, and go from there. So let me find another LS head. All right, so how this works, as you can see, I have a broken stud right there in this head, and you'll take your bracket, and you got these two bolt holes right here, which they line up perfectly with the bolt. So you'll run your bolts that come with it in, and let me lay this down, that way we can show you. So once those are bolted in, this stud right here will take that place of that, and you just screw it down onto the manifold, which will push that onto the manifold, and it will close that up. That way it won't be leaking out of there. So let's go ahead. I'm gonna do a startup on the truck, let you listen to the exhaust leak, and once I get this installed, we'll restart it, and that should take care of the exhaust leak. You can tell it smokes a little bit. I don't know the reason why it smokes. So, but as you can hear, go ahead, let's get that clamp installed, and we'll do another startup, and we'll do away with that exhaust leak. Alright, so I got the top bolt already in, and I'm working on the bottom. And let me show you what I'm doing to try to get the bottom bolt in. It is a real tight fit to get to the bottom side of the bolt. Let me show you underneath the truck what I got going on. So I got a magnet holding the bolt in there, which I might have to go get my wife to help me so she can hold that magnet with the bolt on there, and I'm gonna have to go through the top side and try to get that bottom bolt started in there. That way we can get the bracket in there. So let me try to do this without trying to get her to help me, and if I can't, then I'll get her to come out here and just hold this magnet while I start it, then I can get the rest of it. So a little trick that I used, like I said, with the magnet, it held the bolt up there where it needed to be. That way you're not funneling with it. And I went to the top side. I started in with 2 fingers and it finally went in. So now I took the magnet off. I'm gonna go up there, I'm gonna finish tightening it down and screwing it into the head. Then we'll go ahead and start tightening the bolt down on the manifold and take care of this problem. Alrighty, so now we got the bracket all put on. We tightened the bolt down. So let's go ahead, let's give it a first start and let's see if it's gonna leak the exhaust out. So obviously it's still leaking, so we'll have to tighten it down some more, and we'll try it again. So let me tighten it down and we'll do it again. Well, obviously it's still leaking. I may have to take all the bolts out. I do have 2 gaskets in there. I tried to use the 2 gaskets before to try to make up the difference, but obviously it's not working. So what I'm about to do is take out all the bolts, loosen that bracket back up, take 1 exhaust manifold gasket out, then try to go from there and see if that would take care of it. So let me go ahead and do that, get that out, and go from there. Okay, so I got the manifold bolts out. Now these are Cook header bolts that I ordered when I put the head gaskets on here. And yes, I know, I didn't have the damn exhaust bolt taken out when I had the heads resurfaced and checked and new valve seals and all that. It slipped my mind when I dropped the head off, so now I got to deal with this. But this is the back gasket on the back cylinder, and you can tell it's blown out. Now these are the gaskets that came with the aftermarket set, I believe, and we're gonna put the metal one in that came with the on the truck originally. It looked like it was still in good shape. So I got the header bolts. I got 2 bolts in there holding the gasket in place. So I'm gonna go ahead and put some anti-seize back on these bolts and put them back in the head, and I'll take out the 2 that I have in there holding the gasket. Take those out, put some on, and we'll tighten it all back down. Then we'll retry and see if it'll leak. And if it does, well, I don't know what to say. So let me go ahead and get these anti-seized up and get these put back in the truck. So, all right, we're gonna go ahead and tighten down the bolts in the manifold. We're gonna start from the middle, work our way out to get evenly tighten this all the way across, and hopefully we'll get a good seal. All right, let's give it another shot and see what happens. As you can tell, we don't have an exhaust leak no more. So it had to be coming from this gasket. Right there, you can see where it was all messed up. That was on the back one. So these cheap gaskets that come with the head gasket kit you order offline, ain't worth the crap. So anyways, we got the exhaust fixed on it. I'm much happier now because I get tired of listening to it leak and leak and leak. So I think that's going to do it for today's video. I am going to post the eBay thing where I bought this offline right here at the end of the video. That way, if you're interested in this product or whatnot, they're not that expensive. I paid about 20 bucks for that bracket. They do make another bracket just in case you have a boat broke off in the middle somewhere. They got a bracket that goes over the port piece there, and there's holes all the way down that head. It will come with new bolts and stuff you can screw in there and take care of those. And they'll work on any of the two middle ones. Then they make brackets for the end. So, but if you like what you saw today, like, subscribe, comment below. I'm still working on my my goal for 500 subscribers. Better on the inside of the truck. You don't hear that ignoring exhaust leak over here on the driver's side. Now it's real quiet. All you hear is that muffler on the truck now. But I would say this install of that bracket clamp, I would say it will probably take you between 45 minutes to an hour, depending on, you know, if you got smaller hands than I do or whatnot. But that's what I rated at. A little magnet trick. If your hands are too big, that will work. So, but let's go ahead and end out this video. By the way, that's a Nissan. Well, it's an inside joke for these people that I'm at, but that's a Nissan Honda. All right, let's end out this video.